day will come, and when the sun shines, it will shine out the clearer. Those were the stories that stayed with you, that meant something, even if you were too small to understand why. So as I surround myself with memories, and as I reread this tattered book, I won't weep when I get to the end. I'll turn to the first page and read it again. These are the passages that made us who we are and who we were. These are the episodes that showed us who we are and who we were. Life is gonna leave you quicker than you know. Slip right through your hands when you think you've got the rope. I've seen it. We're all just skin. We're all just skin and bones.
Hi, everybody. I'm James Cebulski for EA Sports. Big night at one end of the ice as they get set to play their first game in the EASHL. Both teams look ready to go, and it's time to drop the puck. The Icebreakers take possession to get this one underway. The Nighthawks scoop it up along the boards. Slides it over with pace to Bear. There's a shot! All sorts of waffles for dinner with that stuff.
As a goaltender, sometimes you just have to react. You turn the brain off and you just allow your eyes and your body to do the work for you, and he does exactly that with a reactionary save.
Oh, how about that move to shake off the defender? Pass out front! Scores! What a finish on the play!
They do a great job in transition, and they recognize they have the number. So on the odd man rush, they've got someone driving the net, pulling the knee back, and guess what? They capitalize on the space that they're given.
We're still in the early stages of this period. 1-0 is where we sit at this point. Quick pass to Dangle. Sends the pass over. Oh, look at this. Good use of the body on the play. Across the point. And that pass attempt is deflected. And just a good old-fashioned solid body kick on the play. Scores! Deuces wild as that's his second of the game.
Well, he's got 2 tallies on the score sheet, James, but I love this game off the puck as well. I think that he's had a hard nose on the forecheck. He's hounded it, he's hunted it, and guess what? He's been rewarded for his efforts.
Still lots of time left in the period. The Icebreakers have all the momentum right now, leading by 2. And they win that draw at center. Quick feed to Dangle. That knocks him off the puck. He's got a little jump. He's in the clear. Oh, denies him on the play.
This is a great play by the tender to anticipate and get across to make that save.
And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play.
Wagner's dialed in right now. Just have a look at that last save. I mean, he had to be moving extremely well in his crease to be able to get the position to make that save.
And the centers glide towards the dot here as we got a face-off set to go. The Icebreakers win the defensive zone face-off. Wagner's going to elect to slow things down a little and get the whistle.
Well, he hasn't been really busy this period, James, but he's mentally focused, makes a nice save, and holds on for the whistle.
Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. And we'll get a breather here with offside the call. The Nighthawks win the face-off at center. Oh, great move to sidestep the check. The Nighthawks looking against the half wall. The Icebreakers have it behind the net. Dangle's got the puck in his own zone. Here they come on the attack. Oh, he's cooking now. Tried to pick his spot, but that goes off the side of the net. Mendoza's crossed the line and gained the zone. Scores!
This is just a fantastic goal. I mean, the puck carrier knows exactly where he is on the ice, and he trusts his edge as he is baiting the defender to come and overplay. He turns quickly and powers to the net. You can just see the panic in the defender. Oh, I've been there, James. That is a tough play.
More than half the period has gone by. Hope you're enjoying this one. The Nighthawks make their way back into the face-off circle, still in search of another goal. Centering pass in front, and that's stopped. The Icebreakers have it now. Steps inside. Takes a hit on the play. In all alone on the breakaway. Not sure what happened there.
Well, yeah, it looks like he was going left, then he was going right, but his inability to convert because he ran out of room.
And that's broken up with a stick in front.
Wagner's the competitor, and he is not afraid to compete for every single puck, and out-will and out-back.
Scores! And that's three. It's a hat trick here on the road.
Well, old hat for him in a way, because it's a business-like approach. As he's on the road, he just says, yeah, just bring it. I mean, gets a hattie to boot.
In the final moments of this period, the Icebreakers have recently taken a 2-goal lead. They'd love to build on it. Thunderous collision along the boards. Loose puck and he's in all alone. Scores! Breakaway with authority.
I love that he doesn't panic when he's in on the goaltender here, James. He's patient, waits to see what he's given, and takes it. There's always players who slow down when they get the puck on their stick. This is not the case. He maintains his momentum and pace as he heads north one-on-one against the goaltender, and then he finishes and caps it off with a beautiful play.
And after the draw at center, they've got a hold of the puck. Cross to the front. Winding down the final minute of this opening frame. Moves it to Mendoza. The Nighthawks take it along the wall. Moves the puck behind the net. Right on the doorstep. Point blank stopped by Wagner. Period number 1 in the books. First intermission entertainment is on deck here. You can also have time to go grab a drink, grab a hot dog, and we'll be back with period number 2 in moments. Well, let's see what period 2 has in store for us as they are about to drop the puck. Second frame is underway as the puck is dropped. All right, Cheryl, we've seen already one period played in this one. How do you assess this?
The Nighthawks are trailing in this game because they're getting caught deep in the offensive zone. They've got to race to position and get on their horse and really elicit some
Trying to
back.
shake the defender. Pass it across. Scores it for the goal.
I love his awareness on this breakaway. His head is up the entire way, and he's reading exactly what the goaltender is giving him. He sees some daylight, quick release shot, and buries it.
While the centers are jammed up, nice job by the winger to steal the puck. Tries to get too cute with it and loses possession. Breakaway! Scores! What a finishing all alone!
Wow, it isn't easy to score against these tenders, in particular in these one-on-one battles, but he fakes and is able to bury in the back of the net. What a counter-attack and brilliant speed to get on his horse and get in on the breakaway, James, and that momentum it carries right through on his shot, and he puts it home.
The Nighthawks, through their hard work and tenacity, have taken a one-goal lead here in the second.
It's certainly better to play with the lead, James, but you know that there's a lot of one-way left, and your opponent is going to come pushing and pressing. This game has been tight all the way around, and I expect that it will continue to be.
And he loses possession of the puck after trying to make one too many moves.
Dangles trying to do way too much tonight, and this can be frustrating not only for him, but his line mates as well, trying to do everything himself and play one-on-one. You want to use your line mates if you want to be effective.
And they'll be forced to regroup as the puck leaves the zone. Bears moving it ahead. Oh, look at this. Here they come. They've got numbers. He scores! And he completes the hat trick.
Well, he's been dipping and buzzing along the ice this entire night. Happy James, and man, do the fans appreciate him. If you want to play fast, you have to have quick transition and a quick counterattack, and it's exemplified here with numbers off of the rush, catching their opponent flat-footed, and they're able to bury it.
The Nighthawks now lead it by a pair here early in this second period.
Well, they've been rewarded for their efforts to start this game. They've controlled the pace of play, and they've held the majority of the shots.
They go on the attack through the center. Just a little too much contact and couldn't hang on to the puck. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Grabs possession of the puck. Dangles got it along the boards. Oh, wow, another big hit, and guess who's at it again?
No surprise here. He's been watching it since puck drop, and the opponent can feel him coming every single time. Man, is he throwing his weight around.
He's got a step. Oh, he can't pull the trigger on the play.
Well, because he skated himself into no man's land, ran out of real estate, and gets nothing for it.
Think he'd like that one back.
So I love what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to play with a competitive edge and an intensity.
Past the midway mark of the frame, the Nighthawks now lead by 2. And they win the draw on their own end. From his own end, he picks up the puck. The Nighthawks take possession in the defensive end. Along the half wall with the puck. Handles the saucer pass beautifully. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on.
Saunders has been putting on a clinic where he's got multiple goals from the one-timer position tonight here, James. They don't have an answer for him. I mean, they don't know how to cover him. The goaltender doesn't know how to stop the puck right now because he is eliciting an absolute bomb once he's teed up.
The Nighthawks are checking all the boxes tonight. More shots, more goals, and they lead in the second. The Icebreakers move the puck in the defensive zone. Across the line from center. Shakes off the covering. Big stop by the goaltender right in front. He might have a step here. All alone. Not sure what happened there.
Well, yeah, it looks like he was going left and he was going right, but his inability to convert because he ran out of room.
Mendoza's got it in the defensive zone. And now he moves it quickly to Jordan. Pass in front. It scores! What an opportunity, and delivers!
Meditating on a mountain in the Milky Way. Has it been a single second or 100 days? I've been watching you better bleed while I count to infinity.
One team set for their maiden voyage here in the EASHL. Hi, everybody. I'm James Cebulski. Welcome to a fun night here on EA Sports. Both teams lined up in the middle. We are ready to get things underway. The Nighthawks kick things off by winning the opening faceoff, and here we go. And the puck leaves the zone. From center, they get into the attacking area. Here's a shot. Oh, what a stop with the stick by Weber. Feeds the puck up to Mendoza. All alone. He scores! That's how you finish the breakaway.
Well, he breaks away from the pack with his speed, James, makes no mistake. Very decisive and puts it in the back of the net. They bend, but they don't break here, James. This is a 200-foot play. When you take care of business in your own end, it ends up going the other way. It is something that coaches look for. How you defend, how you can turn pucks over and get going north. They capitalize, they execute, and they wind up on the score sheet.
The Icebreakers get one quickly here, and they're up early in the first.
Well, it's so important when you're the away team that you don't come out flat. You get your lines into it right away, and they're rewarded with a goal in that first quarter of the period.
Bears taking it from his own end. Takes it out of the offensive zone and back to center. And that's intercepted by Jake. Ooh. Trying to shake loose. He scores! Oh, that was gorgeous! The Nighthawks gave one up early here in period number 1, but almost as quickly they get it right back.
Well, they've stayed the course here, and halfway through the period, I feel like they're just finding their legs and they're getting into rhythm. Sometimes it takes you a little bit to get into it here, James. They found it.
Bears lugging the puck. Nice zone entry from the middle. Oh, and here's the pass. Puck sent over to Jake. He's got a little jump. Oh, and I'm not really sure what happened there.
It looks to me like he couldn't make up his mind what he wanted to do, and in the interim, he ran out of space.
Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that? Shuts him down.
Wagner's able to square up to the shooter right here, who's in a dangerous position in the slot area. What a great save, James.
And the deadlock is broken as they take the lead.
Well, that's a huge shift, and you can see everyone standing up on the bench. They know how much it means, but it's the next shift that matters most now, James. You want to kind of push and put pressure on your opponent when they're down. This shift is more than just a goal, James. It's about everything that tied into it. Relentless pressure, being tenacious. And you know the coaches will be showing this kind of video in practice tomorrow. Why? Because there was a collective unit that was fierce on the puck, and they knew exactly when to drive the lanes. They just simply wore their opponent down and capitalized.
And loses possession after a solid hit. Shot! Shuts him down.
Sometimes when you have no time to think, you make these types of saves. I mean, there's no hesitation here, just simply reaction to be able to make it.
Scores! That's 3 in a row!
Oh, it's so much easier when you're running in the game and your opponent is chasing, and that's exactly what's happening right now. How many times have we seen this before? The play comes back in your own zone. There's a scoring chance that they're unable to convert on, and you get going the other way, and you're able to execute. It really is a 200-foot game.
The Nighthawks look to be on a mission tonight, already up by 2 here, and we're still only in the first.
Well, the mission is possible because they've been dominant out there tonight, James. They've been relentless. They competed for pucks, loose pucks at will. I mean, they've outbattled their opponent, and now they're sitting with a 2-goal cushion.
Good heads-up play in the defensive zone. Comes up with the stop. The Nighthawks played along the boards. Beautiful 360 with the puck. Can't hang on to the biscuit after that. Sends it quickly to Jordan. The Nighthawks have it from their own end. Gains the zone. There's the whistle as the puck goes up and over the glass.
Well, it's a close game, and you need a shot in the arm sometimes, and the best way to do that is to physically engage, and the response to that hit, you just have a look at the bench, and you know that the team is bumped.
Getting into the later stages of this period, the Nighthawks have all the momentum right now, leading by 2. Off the face-off, they take the puck. Tries to get the puck over to Jordan. The Nighthawks going to work on offense. Mendoza's moving the puck through his own zone. Coughs it up at center. Grabbed along the boards by Matthews. First period almost in the books here, nearing the final 60 seconds. They've got some momentum here. Cutting to the slot. Easily turned aside by Wagner. Tries to feed it over to Mendoza. And he sidesteps the check breakaway. Scores! Wow! Hopper bottles off the top pounder.
What a snipe, James, and that got up in a hurry and just sends the water bottle flying. You know the goaltender doesn't like that, but the shooter, I'm telling you, that one feels pretty terrific. He's in
The Nighthawks have created a lot of scoring chances so far, and they lead it late in this first period. Well, the play might come to an end for a few minutes at the end of this period, but the coaching never stops. I'm sure there'll be a few messages and a few words, and we'll be back at period number 2 in no time. Teams are back on the ice. Both squads gliding into position for the start of period number 2. Here we go. Middle frame now underway as the puck drops. Well, how do you sum up things so far here, partner? We've seen a period played already.
The Icebreakers need to find a way to be urgent and pound pucks, but when they lose the puck in transition, they got to get above the option. They got to find a way to come back to the middle and help out their D.
Goaltender hangs on for the whistle. The Nighthawks have dominated in the shot department here early in the second, and they lead this one. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Big time stop there. Quick pass over to Bear. And that's picked off in the neutral zone by Jake. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play.
Let's have a look at that last hit. I mean, that was absolutely huge, James. You know that this is a momentum changer. You can see the bench erupt with that one.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. 3-2 is where we sit in what has been a tightly contested affair. The Nighthawks carry it along the wall. Look at this! Off the outside of the post and stays out.
The Nighthawks are trying to put the game away, but unfortunately that one hits the post and comes out, and this is a tough one to take. You have the lead, you want to extend it, and you certainly don't want to give any life to your opponent.
Big stop right there. From the point, looks to make something happen. And that's snapped away in the defensive end by Matthews. Receives the pass. Cutting to the front of the net. Nice save from point-blank range. Streaking through center, they go on the attack. A strong defensive effort. Trying to shake the defender. And he goes back to regroup. Quick pass across to Mendoza. Pass across to Bear. Slides it across. With possession along the wall. And he slides quickly, puts it off the outside of the frame.
The Icebreakers trying to shrink their deficit, but it won't get done there as they wire it off the pipe.
Puts it on net. Oh, and he somehow got a little piece of it, and it stays out of the net. Great feed from the left side. And the puck leaves the zone going back to center ice. Cuts into the paint. Scores! And 3 is the magic number. There's the hat trick.
And I think there's going to have to be an extra stoppage in play here as they collect all of the hats on the ice at home. With some really great puck movement and speed through the neutral zone to gain that possession on entry, James. And then it's all about drive and attack. They take advantage of the numerical advantage, and they bury it.
The Nighthawks are now up by 2 here in the back half of the second, and they are really taking a squeeze on this game tonight.
Yeah, there's so much motion. You're seeing their movement, in particular in the offensive zone, where they are just manhandling their opponent in terms of possession time. Bears
got it in the defensive end. Here's a Great use of the stick right there to poke it away. Beats the puck over. The Icebreakers have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Working the puck deep inside their own end. Oh, they go back on offense. The Nighthawks will play it from the defensive zone. Slides the puck to Jake. Look at that. He's creating a whole lot of space there. And the save. The Icebreakers will play it in their own end. Under a minute to go here inside the second period. Look at this. Oh, what a stop by Wagner.
Well, these are the types of plays when your edges and your hands move simultaneously. Guess what? You create space and you're able to get shots off like that.
And that brings the second period to an end. Both teams will go back to their rooms and get a quick breather. While, man, there's a lot of fans looking forward to this intermission action coming up here. Fun entertainment in store, and we've got the third period coming up in moments. Time to drop the puck here in period number 3. And this one's underway here in the third. We've played 2 periods, 1 more to go. Cheryl, how do you assess what you've seen?
The Nighthawks.
There's the whistle. We're going to get ourselves the penalty shot here. One-on-one with the goalie. Here's a shot. Scores!
This is why he's a goal scorer, James. He's in tight, almost like he's out of real estate, but he gets the goaltender to bite. This is exactly what you want to do. Then you make your next move, and he outweighs the goaltender and puts it in by the post.
The Nighthawks have built themselves up a comfortable lead here in this third period. Jake's got it in the offensive zone. And that's picked off in the defensive end. Through the neutral zone and into the offensive end. Moves it quickly over to Jordan. Taken along the wall by Matthews. Oh, he gets hit again.
Well, this is a tough enough game as it is, but if you have your head down, you are going to get land-basted over and over again.
The Nighthawks move to the offensive zone. Here's a short pass to Jake. Hammers one. Turns aside that blast.
Matthews is going to continue to fight through this shift, James, but there is something bothering him. He just doesn't look right.
Picks off the pass in the defensive zone.
Matthews is showing a ton of character out there right now. I mean, if you look back at the replay, he's definitely injured on this sequence, but he has the fire and the determination to stay in it because he doesn't want to put his team in a compromised position.
The Nighthawks have looked sharp tonight. Lots of pucks on net and a lot of goals as a result. They win the face-off here in their own end and take possession. Here we go, odd man rush here. Oh, how did he get a glove on that? What a stop by Wagner.
Listen, James, the shooter's in the slot. This is as high danger as it can get, and he challenges. He's set, ready to go, in great position, and makes the save as a result.
Jordan stick handling in his own zone. There's an injection of energy with that hit. And lowers the boom with a big-time hit.
Well, this is a message-sending hit, isn't it? When you get all of your opponent and you're able to separate the body from puck, you know you've done your job.
Message delivered. On the attack along the boards. Easy save by Wagner. Just wide. Mendoza's got the puck in his own zone. Here they come on the attack down the left side. Bears got it along the wing. Scores! And that's 3. It's a hat trick here on the road.
Well, hold hat for him in a way because it's a business-like approach as he's on the road. He just says, yeah, just bring it. I mean, gets a hattie to boot. Well, he does a great job of maneuvering his body to get available in tight to the goaltender. Anytime you're net front, you want to find a way to get your stick on a puck. This one-timer that he's able to get off beats the goaltender clean.
Here in the back half of this period, the Icebreakers are trying to get back into this one as they still trail by 2 goals. Puck skips into the bench and we'll get a reset. The Nighthawks have been peppering shots on goal all night long, and they continue to lead in the third. And off the draw, they win the faceoff. The Nighthawks gain the zone. Moves it to the middle. And a new pass. And he opts to backtrack here at the play. Wagner's got it and will hang on for the whistle.
Well, he's been so dialed in all game, playing confident and controlled in the crease.
The Nighthawks been going in one direction all night long, and that's to the net. And they lead it here late in this third period. Grabs it in his own end. Icing is the call. We'll get a reset. This is a face-off they'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone. Jake's won the draw here, and they'll go on the attack.
Center bears down on that bottom hand, a clean win, and you can see them all setting up, looking to attack the net against this.
Scores! And a quick strike here puts them right back into this one.
Well, the game opens up here now, James, as they're within 1, and if they can continue this press, they can get the equalizer. You got to believe that they can do it right now as you feel the momentum shift. They used their speed on this counter-attack and gave themselves an odd-man advantage here, James, and what they did was they capitalized. They had multiple looks. They could pass it, they could shoot it. Goaltender couldn't figure it out, and it winds up in the back of the net.
Here in the late goings of the period, the Icebreakers have answered back in these last few minutes, but still need one more to even the score. Feeds the puck to Jake. Moves around along the half wall. Shot! Score!